Good morning and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to H&H Global Education. My name is Milton. I'm the Managing Director of the company. As part of our daily live session, which started on 28th of May, we have invited one of our another key partners, QA Higher Education. QA Higher Education's South Asian Regional Manager, Mr. Abdul Hamid, will be with us. We will discuss several aspects of the QA Higher Education's courses. Under QA Higher Education, there are 4 universities. Ulster University, which has 2 campuses. One is London, one is Birmingham. Northern Bay University, London. Roehampton University, Solent University. Along with that, they have Middlesex University and London Metropolitan University. Depending on the courses that students like to study, QA Higher Education has a variety of courses available from foundation to postgraduate level, like masters. Along with that, there are courses available for business students, courses available for science students like computer science, cybersecurity, and courses available for nursing students as well. In some of their healthcare related courses available in Middlesex, under the Middlesex University banner. We will quickly add our guest, Mr. Abdul Hamid. Before that, I'm gonna go for a short discussion about the university QA Higher Education offers. The first is Northern Bay University London campus, where there are foundation courses, international year 1, undergraduate degree, undergraduate top-up, pre-masters, and master's course available. Along with Northern Bay University, the second university is Ulster University, where there are 2 campuses they run. One is London campus, one is Birmingham campus. They offer courses for undergraduate levels, pre-masters, and postgraduate level master's courses. The third university is Roehampton University, London, where mainly they offers foundation courses like bachelor degree level courses, foundation, and bachelor degree level courses. The next university is Solent University, Southampton Solent University, where they offers courses in their London campuses and also Southampton campus. The foundation courses are offered in Southampton campus. Along with that, they offers undergraduate level courses, which offers in Manchester, London, and Birmingham. So we can see that there are a lot of courses available. So let's add our guest, Mr. Abdul Hamid.
How are you?
Good morning, Hamid.
Morning, bye. You all right?
I'm all right. How are you?
Very well. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me here today.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us today. So, dear viewers and students, as I was discussing a little bit about the QA Higher Education, our South Asian Regional Manager, Mr. Abdul Hamid, is with us. We're going to discuss about different aspects of QA Higher Education, like the university courses they offers, the entry requirements, the scholarship options, updates about September 2020 and January 2021 session. Along with that, we're going to I think there will be a short presentation by our Hamid Bhai.
Yeah. Can I just ask, where are the audience from today? Are they from India or Bangladesh? Where are they from?
It has been telecasting. We are telecasting this event through our Facebook and YouTube channel in Bangladesh, in India, Pakistan, and also our UK, and some of our Moroccan students as well. We recently started a Moroccan operation, and I think we sent a couple of files already to Northern Bay University. So some of our Moroccan students also watching these two in our H&H Global UK Facebook page.
Excellent. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. I hope everyone here is well and in good health. My name is Hamid. I'm one of the regional managers for South Asia and Southeast Asia. So generally, I look after the countries such as Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, and India. And just so that you guys get a little overview about who we are, what we do, we are called a company called QA Higher Education. And within QA Higher Education, we have 4 international universities that we work with. You probably guys could see on the panel here, you've got Ulster University, London and Birmingham, Northumbria University, London and Newcastle, Roehampton University in London, and Solent University in Southampton. Along with all these 4 universities, generally what we provide is we provide our foundation program. We also provide pre-sessional English. We have undergraduate courses, we have top-up courses, and we have postgraduate courses. So yeah, you have something along from the foundation pathway all the way to the postgraduate. And good thing about working with us is we have universities down in the south, down in central, which is London, up in north, which is Birmingham, and further up north, which is Newcastle. So something along the map, you would find a QA university, which is great. What I'll do today is I'll take a lot of your questions about the COVID situation towards the end. I know you guys got loads of questions regarding this, and great thing is we should have some sort of answers for you now. We're in a very good position where our platform is looking strong, and we're starting to see very, very positive news coming out from UKBI. We are starting to issue CASs from next week, which is great. It's miles away from what we expected, and which is great news, which basically indicates to us that you guys would be able to come and join us on our September intake, and this is fantastic news. We were a bit worried that it may not happen, but the way it's going, we are going to have a September intake, and he is going to be face to face. So it is something very, very positive news, and we as QA, we are going to go ahead with the face to face classes, even though there is a chance a lot of the university would provide online. We are going to do face to face. If it comes to worst scenario, then we would do something called blended learning, which would be face-to-face as well as online, but you would be able to come to UK. I'm gonna show you guys a presentation about the 4 universities we currently work with. So Milton, is it all right if I share my screen?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So viewers, our guest Abdul Hamid bhai gonna start his presentation, and so just a short discussion about our session today. So it will be initially it will be a presentation, then we're going to discuss about different courses, about the QA Higher Education University portfolio offers. Along with that, we're going to have a short discussion about the current scenario, and at the end of the day, at the end of the session, we're going to answer your questions as well. So viewers and students, if you have any questions in mind, you can start sending your questions to our Facebook page. Our email address is also available on top of the screen at info@hnhglobal.co.uk, and our number is also available in WhatsApp. So if you have any question in mind, you can start sending your questions to us. We're going to discuss it at the end of the session. Hamid bhai, please. Yes.
I don't know if you could see my screen.
I can see your screen. I can take it to the yes.
You could see my screen, yeah?
Yes.
Great. Okay, so I won't keep you guys long here because I know you guys are going to have loads of questions to answer. So I'll start off with this. Give me 2 seconds, please.
dear viewers, so we're waiting for a presentation that will be given by our QA representative, Mr. Abdul Hamid, who is the regional manager of the of QA Higher Education South Asia market. Bye, can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, bye. Yes.
Sorry, I don't know, the connection just cut out, I think.
Okay, yes, bye.
Sorry, I was waffling along thinking you guys could hear me all this time. So can you?
No. I think you can, if you can start from the beginning.
Yeah, sorry, I was so just to the sorry. I was just giving you guys an overview about why you would want to study in UK. I know the audience here are generally from quite a few parts of the countries here. So we got audience from Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, Morocco. So it will be an overview instead of it being catered towards a specific country. I was saying earlier on, which I believe I was on mute, that UK study is still, till date, is one of the best countries to study in. It just comes below United States. If you look at UK becomes the second country after United States to become the top ranked country in the world for higher education. UK higher education degrees are qualified in a global recognized way where you are not just getting a degree from any places. You take a UK degree to any of the foreign countries and you will be recognized. We know from previous experience, people have done degrees where it's from a European country or from some other countries where you've taken it to your home countries and people don't give the same value as what they would do with a UK degree. So this is one thing good about studying in the UK is that your degree is going to be recognized all over the world plus your home country. Our degrees are taught in a way that we are getting you ready for work, not just a academic qualification, but you are also getting on-hand experience within our degrees. You get skills during your what an employer wants. So basically, there'll be a lot of practical within the course. It's not just written or exams or tests. There's a lot of practical involved within our degrees. You would also have access to worldwide leading researches. So what we mean by that is you'll have access to, for instance, if you are doing a PhD or if you're doing a pharmaceutical or life science, you will have access to labs. If you are doing music, you would have access to a studio. If you are doing drama, you would have access to a hall. If you are doing sports, you would have access to a sports academic, and so on. So you would have a real-time, hands-on and the facilities within the university to do your degree. It won't be just a class-based teaching. You will get world-class support. When you say world-class support, is basically our teachers are generally PhD qualified. So what that basically means is they've done the degree, they've done the master, and they've also done PhD. So they are qualified in a way that what they are teaching you is something that is coming from experience, not just something that they are just saying or teaching you guys from out of the blue. So you are being taught by someone that is very skilled and experienced and went through the same cycle as what you're about to go through. So it's great to know that you are getting all this within the United Kingdom. Students also get to experience student life, which is very important. You wouldn't want to go to a country where you're just going to university and back. You want to experience the country's culture. You want to experience what the country does. You want to experience what student life is all about. And you will get that. Whilst you're studying, there will be endless number of ways for you to enjoy yourself. And that will be meeting friends, making new friends, going out, going to a museum, going to lakes. There will be handful of things that you could do, especially in the United Kingdom. We have pretty much everything that would be available in the outer country within UK. You wouldn't need to go to another foreign country to do it because United Kingdom is such a multinational country. We pretty much have every single nation that's out there within UK, and you'll be able to have that within your studies, which is great, and you would get that. So this is what we call gain student life and student experience within your study qualification. One other thing is I know I am telling you about how great United Kingdom is, but the statistics also shows that, look, 3 of the top 10 universities are based in UK. So out of top 10 universities in the world, 3 of them are in United Kingdom. That already shows you how great United Kingdom is in terms of studies and in terms of universities. 1 in 4 of the world leaders have studied in UK. So if you were to think about if you were to look at the successful people in the world, out of 4, 1 has studied in UK. So statistic is is already showing you 3 of the top 10 universities are in UK, and 1 in 4 has studied in UK to become very, very successful millionaire or billionaire. So it's not just myself that's telling you about UK, it's also the statistics that's showing you this. UK degrees generally are shorter than any other countries. So if you wanted to finish your degree a lot quicker than foreign countries, you have the choice to do that. You could do a master course within 1 year, which basically would mean you would make a saving on your living cost, you would make a saving on your tuition fees, and it just helps you reduce your overall for your tuition fees and your accommodations, which is great. But you could also do a 1 year course within 2 years with a work placement, and I will go a bit more into doing a degree with work placement slightly later on this presentation. The UK generally, if you look at UK, statistics shows that there's 500,000 students studying in UK. 500,000 is still quite a lot. It's 500,000 of students studying in UK, which is great. You'll find wide variety of cuisine, transport, links, famous people, festivals, international sporting within United Kingdom. So this is what we have. It's not just about studying in UK. We also have places that students can go to, strong transportation as well as festivals. A lot of people generally ask me, "Oh, if I go to UK, am I going to miss my country? Am I going to miss my cuisine?" No, you're not. You would be in a country which is very multinational, multicultural. There is no racism here because of the multinationals and because of the human rights that we have. You would be able to celebrate Diwali, you would be able to celebrate Eid, you'd be able to celebrate Chinese New Year's, you name it, all the festivals that is out there in your country, you'll be able to celebrate that in the UK, as well as have your favorite food. So you'll have your South Asian food, your Indian food, you'll have your Bangladeshi food, your Thai food, your Chinese food, your Moroccan food, whichever cuisine you are looking for. In UK, we have this, which is great. And you won't feel homesick because you have a community of your own nation within UK. So you could be in whichever part of London, Birmingham, Newcastle, there will be a community of your same culture within this part of the city, which is great to have. We also have a great healthcare system. So we have a healthcare system, NHS, which looks after us. You are all entitled to use our hospitals and doctors as long as you have paid for your healthcare service charge. You would have the same access to where we have it, free of charge, to go to any of the local hospitals or the doctors and get yourself treated should you be unwell. And there is no extra cost to that one. One of the largest healthcare system in the world. We generally have low crime rate, which is great. UK's crime rate is amazing, and the reason why it's low is because we have civilian cameras, we have policies, we have human rights, we have all this in place where you are protected. So you would feel very, very safe being in UK. You won't be alone. You would have people helping you within the university, as well as your counselors and your agent. Even while you're in UK, you still will be looked after. And there is possibility for you to work while you are studying. You can work 20 hours while you're doing your degree. 20 hours is enough for you to do your degree, do your homework at home, and do your part-time work. And this is a balance for you to still complete your degree and to work 20 hours, which is great. It will give you an opportunity to make money for your living costs, or your pocket money, or for your food, or for your accommodation, whichever way you want to use your money that you are working 20 hours, you could enhance that. And you could do that as soon as you come to UK, you could start looking for a part-time job. To show that how truly diverse we are, if you look at East Asia, we have 19% of the students studying in East Asia from East Asia in UK. Southeast Asia, we got 5%. South Asia, we have 20%, and Americans, we have 6%. The Africans, we have 10%. Central Asia is 2%. However, UK and EU has 21%, and Middle East has 17%. So it's truly diverse country we have within this country, within the university, you have diversity within students. So you won't be stuck in a way just studying with all South Asian students or all British students. No, you would have people from Middle East, from China, from Africa, from East Asia, from Central Asia, which is great. So within their classroom, you would get to see people from different culture. You get to know what their religions are, how they behave, what they do for a living, how they interact, and it's like being in another foreign country, but you're getting that within your degree. You're getting the student experience as well as a degree within UK, and it's great to know that you could do that within UK. Just wanted to, I won't go into too much details, but that was just a bit about UK. But I wanted to talk to you a bit more about our university we are sponsoring, and the reason why I wanted to go a bit more about the university is because I want you guys to make the right choice. Which one is the right for you, in terms of location, in terms of tuition fees, in terms of the area is in, and in sort of the courses and modules that we provide. So I'll start off with Ulster University. Ulster University has 4 campuses in Ireland. However, we as in QA run the London and Birmingham campus. These 2 cities are the fastest growing entrepreneur cities at the moment. So London speaks for itself. Birmingham, it's growing really, really fast. It has around 65 students, international students studying in Birmingham, and 100,000 students studying in London. Birmingham is only an hour and 25 minutes away by train, and both of the cities have airports. You have the local airports, domestic we call it, and you also have the international airports. So from both of the cities, you can go to your home country, you can come back, you can do domestic flights to your relatives or European countries during your holiday break. Both of the cities is very lively. It's got restaurant, bars, entertainment, museum, parks, you name it. Both of the city is very known for that, and both of this campus is very centrally located. The London campus is in Zone 1. We have Zone 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in London. However, Ulster University falls in Zone 1, which is great. Within Zone 1, you have the tourist things like London Bridge, Tower Bridge, Buckingham Palace, Oxford Street. They are all walking distance from the universities, and you are in an environment. So it's an area called Holborn, Chancery Lane. It's a very centralized city where you have a lot of retailers around. You'll get to meet people, corporate people from different backgrounds, get to know them. You'll see how UK generally moves forward. You see business people going to work on a day-to-day basis. So you'll be in a very professional environment where you're going to university, but you would also see corporate people also around you. Birmingham City is basically 1 minute away from Birmingham City Station. So Birmingham City has 2 stations. Our university falls within the first station, 1 minute walk. So great location. You come out the university, you come out the station, and it's only 1 minute away from the station, the university. So you save a lot of money in terms of transportation. You don't need to take another bus or train. You come out the train and you're just literally there. Both of these campuses are being refurbished, and the reason why it's being refurbished is because we're going to have a volume amount of students joining us in our September intake. We need to accommodate students that we did not accommodate in our main intake for September. So we are making the building slightly more larger so that we could accommodate the May students as well as the September students. Students from over 100 countries studying at Ulster universities. It's amongst the top 150 young universities, and it's been shortlisted by the Times Higher Education in 2019. The degree programs earlier on I was talking about is collaborated with industrial proficiency bodies, which basically gives you a degree as well as develops you for industrial work later on. Top 10 entrepreneur cities by the HISA, and top 5 in UK for women participating in higher education. That's also university. Northumbria University is in London and Newcastle. Newcastle is only 3 hours away from London. It has large transportation between both of the cities. London, earlier on I was saying, it has zone 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which is the areas we have. The zone 1 is very centralized, zone 5 is slightly outer, but still within London. And depends on your budget, what area you want to be in. Zone 1 would cost you slightly more, zone 5 would cost you a lot less. But a good thing about being in zone 5 or 4, their transportation to get to centralized London is very, very easy. We have trains literally 10 minutes away or 5 minutes away from every single area you're in. You have buses frequently running every 5 to 10 minutes. You have a cycle scheme we have operated, which is very cheap. You could pull a cycle out from wherever you are and cycle to whichever place you want to go to. You don't need to buy a cycle. We have cycles in areas. It's called a pod. You would pull out from a pod and you could cycle to the university, to work, whichever way. You don't need to bus it or train it all the time. Airports in both of the cities, again, 1 in 6 people in Newcastle are students. So again, it's showing you how vibrant Newcastle is. Loads of students in Newcastle. Newcastle has outstanding restaurants, lively entertainment scenes, combination with friendly culture and rich with history and sporting passion. You have Newcastle Football Stadium in Northumbria as well. Within London, you have around 6 different Premier League football teams in London. But London generally talks for itself. You pretty much have everything that you want within London. Campuses, campus in Newcastle and London, earlier on I said, and Northumbria University is ranked top 50 in UK. More than 430 people employer sponsors Northumbria students, and 62 professional bodies have recognized our degrees. Majority of our degree has a sponsor. 62 professional bodies sponsor our courses, which is extremely high. Over 2011 alumni studied from 167 countries, and UK's graduate startup based in HISA from 2016 has been the best. So 96% of our students finding job straight away after they finish their degree. And we have a 24/7 access of library open for you guys. So you don't need to always go back to your home to study. You could stay within the university after classes and study. We also have Solent University, which is in Southampton. It's only 1 hour, 20 minutes away by fast train, and it has 46,000 students within Southampton, 20% of the population. So our 120% are students. It spent 1.6 billion in Southampton, generally investing in the city. One of the UK's top 10 happiest cities, and is generally recognized as one of the safest cities because it's in the coast, as well as one of the sunniest cities. It has the most sun daylight seen by Southampton. It's by the coast, so if you want a relaxing environment where you want to have peaceful time to yourself, where you go for a stroll in the rivers, you can. You have the opportunity because it's walking distance, and it's very, very compromising. The living cost is more cheaper to stay in Southampton, as well as it's a bit more quieter. You get to see a bit more in terms of being in a vision where you want to see landscape. You get to see loads more landscape being in Southampton. It has over 160 years of history. Library facilities open 24 hours. Good thing about Solent University is it has lots of maritime courses, sports courses, drama courses, sports courses, and it's all active courses. So if you were to borrow equipment, you could take 3D. You have 3D cinemas there. You can borrow cameras from the universities. You can borrow equipment like the music equipment and take it home, do your work, get it back, and give back to universities after your course has been completed. 1.3 million has been spent on high-tech sports science. So the sports science lab is amazing. If you go to Solent University and see the sports lab, it's amazing. And 100 million state development plan for 2020. We then have Roehampton University, which is in London. It's in the capital, so it speaks for itself. 300 languages spoken within London. So you can see how diverse London is. 100,000 students studying in London. 47% of the university is green space, open land. So you're not coming out from the university and seeing high street. You are seeing open space where you'll be able to go out for a stroll. It's not high street, it's greenland space, and it's great. You're not just being in a university where it's basically with high street traffic, concern, populated. It's nothing like that. You're with fresh air, open space, loads of lakes, loads of green spaces, a lot of places to do, just relax, enjoy the environment, enjoy the green space. We have area behind the university where we have pets where you could look after. and there's loads of people within the university come outside to do picnic and so on. So it's very nice. There's cafes here. It's such a nice environment to be in, and it does not feel like a university. When it feels like you're in a different city, surrounded by the university, but with loads of open space. You can see it by the pictures on the right hand side. Over 175 years of history, 4 colleges within this university set up with 54 acres of parks, lakes, and woodlands. Most research intensive modern university research in excellent framework. Over 10,000 students representing more than 141 nationalities on campus. A 100 million program of 100 million program to be developed in the university campus, and London's only campus university. So that we are the only campus university which has within London which has that open space. So it's great to know. So I'm just giving you guys overview about the 4 universities we are currently recruiting for, and generally all the universities I've spoke about. So Northumbria University is top 15 UK. Ulster University is very cheap and is very centrally located. Solent University is in the coast by the water if you want something like that, and again is living cost is very cheap there, and tuition fees is slightly cheaper for foundation courses. Roehampton University in London, if you want to be around green spaces, Roehampton University would be ideal for you. Again, we offer scholarships for all these universities, and we are going to go into scholarships slightly later on. Just going into our master programs, all our master programs comes with advanced practice, which basically means you can work while you do your degree. Students can put the learning into practice and develop employment skills while they're doing a degree. Our master courses come with 21 months course, which basically means first year you would do your, sorry, not first year. You do your semester 1, semester 2, and then you would do your dissertation, and the last 3 months you would do your work placement. We would find you a work placement and put you into a work placement. However, if you know a place you want to work in, you can go into that yourself. We would help you, include you in internships or apply a group consultancy project should you not be successful finding a work placement. But generally, majority of the students do find placement within QA. We would find you a work placement. But if you don't, then you would have the opportunity to do a group consultation project, work with real life organization on a live business project. You will gain valuable work experience and build your insight. It's available with Ulster University and Northumbria University. When you are applying for your internships, we work with students to source internships. We regularly do workshops to prepare and support you guys. We would help you do your CV, do a cover letter for you, selection of process, interview skills, and application preparation. This is everything that we would do to find you a job opportunity within QA. And it's great because you are getting help in doing your CV up, doing a cover letter up, and preparing you for interviews, and making you do your application for you. You won't get that anywhere else. And good thing is when you have a visa with us for 21 months or 24 months, you would have that visa all the way until you end there. We would not tell your visa so that once you finish your degree, you have to go to your home country. No, even if you don't find a work placement, you still have your visa for 24 months. After you've done your 24 months visa, you would have an opportunity to apply for PSW, which is post-study work for another 2 more years. You would be able to work after 2 years and make the money that you have spent within the university and take some pocket money with you to your home country, which is great. You make the money that you have spent, you would use that towards your accommodation and have some money to take back with you to your home country. Just to touch on our foundation programs, anyone who has finished your HSC, which is year 12, you can apply for a foundation with Northumbria University in Newcastle, Roehampton University in London, or Solent University in Southampton. This is the map where 3 of our 4 universities provide foundation courses where you can go straight there, do your foundation course, then go into a bachelor course. You would get a joint CAS for 4 years if you have a 5.5 with no less than 5.5 IELTS. If you have 5.5 with no less than 5.5 IELTS, you can do a 4-year visa to go to any of these 3 universities. To do a 1-year visa, you need 4.5 with no less than 4.0. But if you get 5.5 with no less than 5.5, you get a 4-year CAS. Upon completing your successfully completing your foundation program, you will join your year 1 of your bachelor's. progressions available with wide range of courses with Northumbria University, Newcastle, Solent University in Southampton, and University of Roehampton. What kind of courses do we have? Northumbria University has accounting course, applied science, architecture, built environment, communication, digital technology, engineering, you name it. Solent University has pretty much the similar ones, as well as journalism, psychology, sports science, communication and media. And Roehampton University has psychology, sports science, sports, communication, business, accounting and finance. After you complete your foundation, these are the courses that you could go into. Generally, what we need is you need to be above 16 years for Northumbria University to apply. For Solent, you need to be 17 years, and University of Roehampton, you need to be 17 years and apply. You generally need to have pass grade in whichever area you are looking at. So HSC needs to be a pass for you to apply for a foundation. Foundation needs to be a pass for you to apply for undergraduate. Undergraduate, you need to complete a 3 years from your home country or 4 years from your home country to apply for a postgraduate. If you have done a postgraduate in your home country, you can apply for a second postgraduate as long as you have passed. So generally, our entry requirements are pass, merit, distinction. If you have failed your undergraduate, we won't be able to progress you on. However, if you have a third class, you can do a pre-master with us and then move on to a master's. I'll go into pre-master slightly later on. International Year 1 is available for students who have done a HSC but don't directly qualify for a undergraduate but overqualified for a foundation. It's called an International Year 1, which is in between a foundation and a undergraduate. So it's still a foundation and an undergraduate. You're doing that within the first year. Second year, you do your second year undergraduate, and third year, you do your third year undergraduate, and you still come away with 3-year bachelor's. Northumbria University's International Year 1, these are the courses we have available. BA in Business, Accounting, Economics, Entrepreneur, Finance, International Management, Logistics, Marketing, quite a few variety there. I'll share the presentation with Milton after this presentation has finished. We have very, very competitive bursary tailored. We have fee guarantee. What basically that means is if you got if the fee is 10,000 today, next year it increases to 12,000, we would not increase that fee for you. It will stay 10,000 for you throughout the whole 3 years. If you get a 20% scholarship, you would get your 20% scholarship on your first year and your second year and your third year and your fourth year if you are doing a 4-year course. Not many universities do that. We guarantee, a lot of the university will give you a scholarship on your first year, and on the second year they put the fee back to normal, or sometimes they put it back on the second year or the third year, but we do it all throughout the first year, second year, third year, and the fourth year. We have full payment discount available and early payment discounts available if you make applications early and pay early. Graduate certificate, earlier on I was saying, is provided to a student who's got third class or an ordinary degree. Tuition fee is 6,750 with Northumbria University. You can get a joint class. You need an overall pass rate of 90%. And it's available in Newcastle University and London in January, May, and September. Our education strategy, I won't go into too much details. These are the bodies that we work with. So you have the ACCA bodies that accredit our work. You have EPAS, you have CIMA, you have CHART, ICS, you have British Psychologist Society, you have ARB. So a lot of professional bodies have recognized our award, and you get recognized by this when you are getting your final degree. You would go into residential with us. With the university, would take you to residential. You'll have trips, weekends away. It's all paid by the university, and you'll get to be a bit more closer to your team, your colleagues, get to know the area better, start doing a bit more about knowing more about the culture. You would have more collaboration. You would get to know people from different places, and maybe start interacting with people outside the university and get to know them in a different area. Our websites are available for you guys to use for our course contents, modules, know about the course a bit more in details, and so on. So generally, when you are making an application, to make an application, you need to process all your application through H&H. There is 4 universities that we are promoting earlier on. I said also University of London and Birmingham, Northumbria University, London and Newcastle, University of Roehampton in London, and Solent University in Southampton. And courses we provided were International Foundation Program, International Year 1, Pre-Sessional English, undergraduate course including top-up and postgraduate. We have 3 intakes: January intake, May intake, and September intake. To make an application, it is a paper application with majority universities. Some of them is going online, but you need to submit your paper application to H&H. You need to make sure that you are putting your correct date of birth, correct email address, so that we are not giving you guys the wrong offer in the wrong email address. If you give the wrong email address, your offer is going to go in the wrong place. Provide correct contact number so that when you are doing when you need to contact you and do a interview with you, we can contact the right person. Make sure the course name is done full, and make sure you provide the agent details, and also answer the question if you have any criminal conviction, any disability questions, and please answer that. And then you could computer sign it. You do not need to hand sign the paper application. When you are making an application, you need to collect all your academic documents and transcript, combine it together, and provide it to H&H. If you don't have your final certificate, it's fine. Go to the university, ask for a completion letter. If they provide a completion letter, we would accept that. A fully completed application, which is signed with your current passport copy. If you've been to the UK before, your visa copies, your immigration history, your CAS needs to be provided. If you have IELTS, great. Provide your IELTS. We accept UK via IELTS, and we accept academic IELTS. If you don't have IELTS, I'll go into it in a bit more detail. Next slide. Everyone needs to provide a CV. Your CV needs to show that what you've studied when you finish. If you have any study gap, what you'll be doing on your study gap, mention that on your CV, please. And you need to provide a personal statement with all your academic documents. You need to cover on your personal statement why you have chosen the university, why you have chosen the course you have applied for, and the reason for you doing that course. What is it that you want to do after you finish your degree? What kind of job are you going to go into? There are the 3 main questions that needs to be on your personal statement. We provide a QA English test, which is free of charge. Anyone who don't have an IELTS, but you are able to communicate with H&H in English, we would provide you a free English test. To get that English test, you need to have yourself a conditional offer letter, and the condition will say you need English. If you can communicate in English and if your listening skills is good, they are happy to book you a QA English test. But if you're unable to communicate in English, that service won't be available to you guys, because most likely you are going to fail. There is a cost to us. We do not implement that cost to any of our students. So it is free for you, but we would only provide that to students that we generally think would pass. It's done through Skype. So you would need a desktop or a laptop. You can't do on a tablet or your iPhone or your Samsung. It has to be a desktop or a laptop. It lasted 2 to 3 hours, and it's like exactly like IELTS. It will be 2 to 3 hours. You do your speaking, listening, writing, and reading. Speaking would take 11 to 14 minutes. Listening would take 30 minutes. Reading would take 60 minutes, and writing would take 40 minutes. You can't cheat because it's recorded. It has to be in a room on your own. You can't do it in a library or outside in a restaurant or a cafe. You could do it from your home, but you need to make sure your family is not next to you. There is no baby next to you. You have to have, candidate must be, we would tell the candidates to move the camera around to make sure no one is in the room. If there is someone in the room, you will get disqualified. Candidates should be on their own throughout the whole test and no one to disturb them. That there should be no disruption on the background. The room should be well lit, so you need to have very good electric. With lights on it. It can't be a dark room, so that we could see who the person is. There must be no disruption by the third party. We would make sure the candidate is the same person by the passport and the passport copy. Candidate needs to have stable internet connection. If you don't have a very good internet connection, I would recommend you go to the agent's office and do it from the agent's office. But if you do have a stable internet connection, you can do it from home. Preferred with the Ethernet cable directly into your router. If not, you can connect the Wi-Fi and do it. All candidates need to familiarize using Skype. If you don't have Skype, before the English test is introduced, you need to get yourself a Skype, make yourself a login details and provide that to us, so that it needs to be done through Skype. Familiarize yourself how to use Skype, because it will be done all through Skype. students should be aware how to receive calls and willing to be able to share the screen that they are invigilating in. So we need to see, you need to share your screen with us. So just in case you open up Google or spell check on the background, we will be able to see that you are not cheating in the background. So this is a bit more about our English test. When you have done your English test, just to let you know, our service stuff is generally 2 to 3 days, but it has gone to 7 to 10 days because of this busy period. You would receive updates with your conditional offer letter, what stage you're on, what you need to do. That comes to the processing stage. It would go on Accurate if you have not provided all your documents. So please make sure you provide all your documents. If you have provided all your documents and it goes on conditional, it's because your personal statement you have provided did not meet our requirement, or the CV you have provided did not meet our requirement, or you need to do your English test, or you need a compliance interview. Should you fulfill all these 4 conditions, then you will get yourself an unconditional. If you do have unconditional, all you have to do is make yourself a payment of 5,500 minimum. If you don't make we recommend you to do a full payment. If you do make full payment, there is more success. You gain a visa. If you can't do full payment, do at least 70%. You need to do yourself a precast interview. Precast interview is done for students who have paid. It's just a suitability interview to make sure that you are credible to come to UK. Once you've done that, you need to start maturing your bank statement. If you are studying in London, you need to have £11,385 on your account for 28 days, plus your tuition fees. If you're out of London, you need to do 9,135 plus your tuition fees. If you're doing a 1 year course, you will get 3 months installment plan. If you are doing a 6-month course, you will get a 6-month installment. Sorry, if you're doing a 21 months course, you will get 6 months installment plan. Precast interview. Generally, what we are looking at precast interview is we need to make sure that we are checking for your documents is correct, it's not fraudulent. We verify your documents. We do a credibility interview so that you have more successful visa rate. Evidence of funds is the bank statement, source of funds, where you got your money from, who gave you the money, and so on. So when we're doing your credibility interview, we need to make sure that you are motivated, that the university you have applied for, you've done your research, there is a clear progression. We'll check your immigration history. You can bring dependent with you, but we need to make sure that it is a genuine reason why you're bringing your dependent and you are being honest. Just what is needed to pass your credibility interview. You need to be honest. Don't contradict yourself. Don't use vague answers. Show passion and be honest as possible to pass your credibility interview. This is a bit more about the university. Hopefully, this should cover you guys about the universities that we are representing. It also should make you guys understand about the university we are currently working with, as well as the 4 universities we have. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. 1 second. Is the screen gone by, Milton bhai?
Yes. We can see you on live now.
Great.
So, yeah, Hamid bhai, thank you very much for the long presentation. So, dear viewers, I think Hamid bhai have gone through all the information that is needed for the students, like the entry requirements, the courses available to the respective universities, along with that, the application process, English requirements, the fee structures, scholarship options available to students, PSW options after finishing the graduations, work placement, and all. So I think actually the amount of courses that QE Higher Education offers, which covers from foundation to postgraduate level as well. So it's a great opportunity for any international students if they want to pursue for a particular type of courses. They can come here for foundation and finish their bachelor degree, and if later on if they decide they want to continue with a postgraduate with a master's, they can keep continue on that. So moving forward, Hamid bhai want to say something, or should I carry on?
Yeah, I've just you could carry on, but I just wanted to say one area that I haven't touched on is scholarships. Within QA, one thing, we have fantastic range of scholarships. It's scholarships that we are providing you guys on hand. Everyone that has attended this event with the H&H would be given scholarship. Every single student would have some sort of scholarships. Depending on which country you are coming from, we would give you the maximum scholarships available within that same country. You don't need to have a merit or a distinction. We will still give you the scholarship. So please make your application early for September. If you make your application early, you would have a great opportunity to be available for our September intake. Unfortunately, in January and May, we had to say no to a lot of our students because the applications started to come in a lot late and the payments were coming in a lot late. So if you guys wanted to be successful for September intake, please make your application a lot earlier. There is going to be a eruption of application. The reason why is because a lot of students have been disadvantaged to come to UK in May, and all these students are going to come in September. So if you want to be in a position to be secured a lot earlier, please make the application as soon as possible and make your deposit payment as soon as possible with the universities. You would have better chance of people that are applying next week or the week after. And there will be, I think we would start closing the September intake a lot earlier than generally because we would have reached our maximum number. So we are already in June, come to July. I can't see us carrying on with the application August. We probably would stop by August. So you need to make your application by June, latest by July. Scholarship would be given to you for all partners, depending on what course. If the higher the fee is, the more scholarships you would get. If it's 1 year, you generally would get 2,000. If it's with advanced practice, you get 3,000, 4,000, and in some part you get 5,000, depending on which part of the country you are from. And so good luck to you guys. I will leave it to Milton and you guys please share your questions. Any questions about the COVID situation? Is it going to happen face to face? If there's going to be any areas where you need help, is there going to be support? I'm here to help you guys for a bit more longer. But Milton, if you want to just carry on, and if there's any questions that's coming to you directly, please let me know.
Yes, so viewers, as Hamid Bhai mentioned to you, that the September session is very interesting for students' point of view, and also the reason is a lot of students fail to come for May sessions, so they will try for September sessions earlier. And moving forward, Hamid Bhai, sorry, I can't see, your screen is off. Hello?
Sorry, I'm still here, sorry.
Okay, yeah. So moving forward, students, we're actually getting some questions. As soon as we finish our discussion, we're going to go one by one through that. And so viewers, what we are discussing now, actually, we're going to go through some key courses for respective partner university at QA Higher Education.
Let me put my charge on, but give me 1 minute. My battery is low. 1 second, Bhaiya.
Yeah.
You can carry on, bye.
Yeah, so as we discussing that we have Southampton Solent University, as Hamid already explained quite a bit of it, so I don't want to actually repeat that portion again. What I wanted to say is, in terms of the Solent courses, there are some fantastic foundation courses available for Bangladeshi, for Indian students particularly, and the next available session is in October. And in terms of the foundation, you have business and management pathways. There's creative industry pathways and STM as well. And that foundation course is going to give you an overview and give you a quite preparation for your bachelor degree courses that you want to study in future. So what I want to say to my prospective students, you can have a look the course modules in the respective website. You can send us an email, and the email address is on top of the screen. You can also text us and email us if you want to know a bit more about the foundation course offered by Solent, because there are some students who has lack of English in their IELTS score. So in terms of that point of view, we can accept students as long as they have no less than 4.5 in any of the modules. So students with the low IELTS score as well, they are welcome to apply for Southampton Solent foundation course. Along with that, we have a bachelor degree available, including the foundation in London campus for a joint cast letter. So it's a very important point that Hamid Bhai mentioned, that in Solent foundation with a bachelor degree, it is a 4 years cast letter. So that means for students who get 5.5 overall, no less than 5.5 in any sections, you are getting a 4 years class letters, including the foundation. And if the university offers a scholarship for the first year, it carried through over first, second, and third year as well, which is another important part. And so I think students who are interested for foundation and a 4 years bachelor degree, feel free to send your applications through us, because there are limited seats available, and the courses are going to start in September. And else, Hamid Bhai also already mentioned that it will be a face-to-face. We're expecting a face-to-face courses for September session. So it is not like it won't going to be a fully online-based courses that some people are worried about. In worst case scenario, it will be blended learning. So there will be some online-based classes, and there will be some, and the rest of the classes will be face-to-face. So it will be a combination for both of them in worst case scenario. But we are actually very much optimistic that September session will go as usual, because the COVID-19 situation in England and Scotland and Wales, like whole UK, is improved last 2 weeks. Hello, Hamid Bhai, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm just coming online. Yeah, I'll put on side. Yeah.
Yeah, and so let's moving forward. Some of the courses offered by Northern Bay University. Northern Bay has a variety of courses available, as Hamid Bhai already mentioned about it. You can study business related courses, computer science, cyber security, and I think, Hamid Bhai, we have quite a good number of students from Indian market, where students want to study cyber security and computer science. And I think one of the key courses, one of the, I think, favorite course they want to study is computer science and cyber security. What do you say about it?
So generally, if I was to just go into who QA is, QA generally started off as a IT company back 35 years ago, and with it, after that, we've got 4 divisions: QA learning, apprenticeships, consultancy, and QA higher education. Within QA higher education, these are the 4 universities we work with. Because we have the experience with IT from before, we are very, very strong with IT courses like computing and science, computing and technology, cyber security, cyber with technology, and generally they are the hot courses from India. So if you guys are from India and you're looking for a cyber course, we would be one of the strongest in terms of doing that courses with us. And there is very, very good scholarships available with cybersecurity courses as well as computing courses. So if any of you listeners who's thinking of doing any of the cyber courses or computer courses, ideally I would say apply for Northumbria University London campus. This would be ideal for you, and we would give you guys the best scholarships out there. It's good to see that Milton Bar was just talking earlier on about what's happening with us. Are we going to have face-to-face classes? Great thing is in UK they have announced they are going to start accepting our CASs, so we can start issuing CASs from next week. It is going to happen face to face, which is great news. There was loads of unclear doubts in our mind. We thought July was going to happen face to face. Unfortunately, July is unlikely to happen face to face. It's going to be online, and then all the students would have an opportunity to come and join us in September, October. But September intake is going to happen in UK. So what that was mean, you would get your visa. Even if it means you doing an online session, you'll be able to come to UK and do your online session. You won't need to do it from your home country, and you do it online as well as going into a classroom base. So it'll be a blended learning, which would be 50-50. And I think it's better for you guys to be in your home comfort, doing an online course, and you'll have the opportunity to go to work and do your placement of work as well, because you are saving more money towards travel cost. So, yes. Yeah, go ahead, Bhai.
Yeah, so as Hamid Bhai explained, I think a lot of students actually, I think we already received some of the questions. We're gonna go through one by one within a very short time. So the confusion is already been taken off, that it will be a face-to-face. We are fully optimistic about it. It will be face-to-face learning. In worst case scenario, it will be blended learning. So students don't need to worry about it. You just need to send your full documents to us, so that we can process your application. Another course I want to discuss about is in Northern Bay University, that Northern Bay University London campus started recently, is MSc in Professional Accounting. So students from South Asia, if you have a strong background in accounting previously, you can actually do this course which I recommend them, that because it is accredited by ACCA. So after finishing this qualification, you will get exemptions from ACCA qualifications as well. And it is a 2 years with an advanced professional, I think it's with a professional study preparation options as well, and starting in September. Hamid bhai, are you running all the courses that is available in the website?
Every single course at the moment is running, as well as we have courses available with Solent University and Roehampton University, wide range of undergraduate and postgraduate courses. I have this screenshot. I will share that with you later on, by. So they are the courses that you'll be able to apply for the main campuses, as well as the London campus, Northumbria, and Ulster University, London Birmingham campus. But anything that's on our website is currently running. Great thing is we are introducing a new thing called QAHE pre-sessional. So before we used to have pre-sessional English with Ulster University, Northumbria University, Roehampton University, and Solent University. Now we are removing all this pre-sessional English within the partners. We are going to call it QAHE pre-sessional, which is something that could be used for all 4 universities. Great. So how this is going to work is if you don't have IELTS of 6.0 or 6.5, you can do a pre-sessional English, QAHE pre-sessional English from your home country online.
Yeah.
If you pass that course, pre-sessional English, you would then be able to come to UK and join your main course. Great options there. So you don't need to now go and do your IELTS or anything, or if you think you're not going to pass your IELTS, you could start an online course, which is pre-sessional English, as soon as it's done for 5 weeks or 10 weeks, depending on your level of English. Should you pass that, you then get into with your progression course. So great opportunity for you guys to start your QAHE pre-sessional English. Our English level earlier on I was speaking about is we provide the QA English test, which is free of charge. I think you guys need to remember that if you got good English and you can't get access to IELTS centers, apply for the QAHE pre-sessional or the QAHE English test after you make yourself an offer letter, and we'll be able to do something for you. Subject to you passing, you'll be able to get into your progression course. Just want to see if anyone's got any sort of question about any doubts about coming to UK, when the course start date is, are you safe in UK, and so on. So if you got any questions like that, do let me know.
Yes, okay. So viewers, let's go to the questions one by one. I think one of the students asked, Vashant, I got an offer from Ulster Birmingham, September. Tell me what should I do in current situation, and I'm from India. Hamid, in India at the moment, there's a serious lockdown going on in some of the part of India, and the students are a bit worried about that, whether there's going to be restriction for Indian students to coming to the UK. So what is the situation? What should you suggest to our Indian students?
Okay, so at the moment, because the courses are not starting today, you still have time, yeah. And I think day by day, everything's getting reduced. Whichever part of the country you are in, everything's starting to get control. We know UK is in such a situation. 2 months ago, we were in such a bad condition. We are now in such a healthy condition where our hospitals are empty at the moment. For an emergency, we have created more hospitals, but we didn't need to use them. So we are in a situation where hospital beds are empty, which basically shows that the COVID situation, people are now running out. There isn't much left, and every day we are decreasing. We are not on hundreds anymore. We are on less than hundreds now, which is great. People are going on hundreds, 200s, 300s, 400s. We are now moved to the 20s and 30s, which is great. And I think it's a matter of time before we become zero. And I think I'm pretty much sure by end of this month, we are going to be in a position where there won't be much people affected by the COVID situation. If you guys are worried about the COVID situation, as long as you guys are clean, there might be a place where you need to quarantine for 14 days, but you can come to UK and do that. However, that looks like it's going to be lifted. I don't think people need to quarantine themselves while they're in UK. They can't straight away start coming out, subject to you guys having a reasonable temperature, you don't have a fever, you're not ill or anything. So that will be checked beforehand before you board the plane. Should that be the case, then there's no reason why you should be worried. It's now all about UK is ready. It's all about your country opening up the immigration. And should that be opened up, then there's no reason why we won't be able to accept you. And if you look at India, I think India market generally is starting to open up. I heard VHS offices are opening up from next week in some parts. So if some parts are starting to open up, you wherever you guys are from, you won't be that back from your VHS office of opening up. Good thing is we are still gonna give you guys cash. You have 6 months to apply for your visa, which is great. So you can get your visa for us. You can get your cash even if the VHS office has not opened up. You still have up until 6th of April to apply for your visa next year. So it's great opportunity. So you are going to get your cash, even if it means your VHS office hasn't opened up. It's fine. Your cash is still valid. They have extended the cash deadline. You could apply after 6 months. I mean, within 6 months. So surely your city is going to be opened up within the next 6 months, 100%. So you are still going to have a chance to come to UK. So I wouldn't be worried about that.
Yeah, so Basant, I think you get the answer already. So if you got the offer letter, if you already paid the fees, you can communicate with us. So again, we're gonna sort out we're gonna help you in terms of your credibility interview preparations, and also you can apply for the class as soon as possible. Let's move on to the next question by Vijay. I got the offer for Northumbria and May intake. Due to the COVID, I've decided to turn to September. What is the news about course MSc International Business? I think Vijay, as Hamid already explained to you that for MSc International course, it will be as usual course run date for September sessions. You start sending your rest of the qualification that is needed, like payments, and also prepare for the credibility interview, preparation for your bank statement. As VFS is about to run in different cities, you can start preparing, taking documents for your CAS letters. So communicate with us. We're gonna help you for the CAS applications. And we got another. What about the Vasant? You were asking about the classes. I think we already discussed about the classes. It will be blended learning. In worst case scenario, most likely it will be a face-to-face. We are fully optimistic about it. There's another question is asking about IELTS centers are closed and in Bangladesh due to COVID-19. Considering the situation, do you accept any other? Hamid bhai, apart from IELTS, are you accepting Duolingo, IELTS indicators or anything?
IELTS indicator is fine. We're accepting that. Duolingo is also fine. We're accepting that.
Okay, so so dear viewers, as Hamid bhai explained that the IELTS indicators and Duolingo is also accepted for any students who have done Duolingo IELTS indicators. Please feel free to send your documents to us. Let us get the offer letters ready for you and make you for the preparation for the September session.
Exactly, guys. It's a fantastic opportunity for you guys to make application with H&H. You're in a position now where we've done it early. You've still got great opportunities to apply for September. If this was to be done maybe a month later, it would be come to a closure for September intake. I'll be honest, because of the backlog of the May students who didn't join us in our May intake, there's going to be a huge spike for our September intake as well as January next year. So what we're saying is, even there will be an opportunity for you to miss out on January next year. So I would say apply now for September, join us, because it is going to happen face-to-face. You are going to be allowed to work 20 hours, plus you'll be eligible for the PSW for this intake. So, and you have the scholarships with us, along with the IELTS that we are offering you guys, accepting indicators and Duolingos, as well as our pre-sessional English available. Plus you got our QA English test, Skype, which is free of charge for you guys. So if the centers are closed, you can do that. So there's no reason why you won't be able to make your application. If you can't go into H&H's office, they have a 24-hour service available in terms of emailing their application through to them, guys, and they would assess it and get back to you within 24 hours. And if they do get back to you within 24 hours, then and you're successful, the application would come to us, and then we would be able to give you an offer letter. We would be able to move your offer from offer stage to a CAS stage within 10 days. If you were to do that quickly and everything is in hand, you should be able to do that. Generally, I'll be honest, it would take 20 days from application stage to a CAS stage. That's how long generally it would take, 20 days. You will get your offer letter, you need to meet your condition, you need to make your payment, you need to pass your pre-CAS interview, you need to start maturing your bank statement, and then the CAS gets issued. So there is a long way away. So start now, so you have enough time. By July, you would have your CAS. So please, whoever hasn't made my application, make it now. Whoever got an offer letter with us, please ask any questions about your conditional offer letter. What are the conditions? What do I need to do? More than happy to answer that. If you have fulfilled your conditions, if you're waiting for an update, please chase H&H for update and see where your offer letter is, and we will try to get you unconditional. Our aim is to give every single student an unconditional. You have to meet the conditions to get unconditionals. So do ask any questions that pop into your mind. If you do forget any of the questions, do feel free to email H&H later on. And I'll leave it with H&H now. If you've got any more questions, please shout across. I can see something else has come through. If you want to shout that out, I'll try to answer that.
Yes, yeah. Rashmik actually asked one question. He already got the offer letter for the London campus, which is MSc International Business. And what he's asking about now, what is the situation? Rashmika, if you received a conditional offer letter, please contact our team, our Indian team. They're gonna have a look whether if it is a conditional offer letter. And if it is an unconditional offer letter, send your bank statement to start preparing your bank statement, and also start preparation for the interview. As soon as your preparation has been done, we're gonna book the interview for the precast team in the university, and we're gonna finish your interview. And after that, we're gonna apply for the cast letter as well. We got another questions for Priyanka. It explain the structure, fee structure, and installment options for Northern University. I think Hamid Bhai already explained regarding the fee structure and installment options. Hamid Bhai, you want to say something about it?
Sorry, you were cutting out there. What's the question? Sorry.
I think is in the screen. Please explain the fee structure and installment options for Northumbria University.
Yeah. So generally, for Northumbria University, you need to pay 5,500 minimum. I generally recommend all students to at least pay 70% or full payment. If you can do full payment, great, pay for it. If you can't, do your 70%, great. If you can't, then we will still accept 5,500 and give you a cash. Then you will need to clear your balance within 3 months if you're doing a 1-year course. If you're doing something that's above 1 year, you would get 6-month installment plan. As soon as you enroll, it will start from that date.
Okay. So Priyanka, I think you got the answer already. So if you're coming for a more than 1 year course, it will be a 6-month installment plan that will be given to you. And if it is less than 1 year, less than 2 years course, like 1 year or so, you have to finish your payments within one go. I think 1 month or 2 months time, as soon as you start your enrollments. And let's move on to our next question. I think one of the other students asking about they already paid the fees. Let me see the next question. Okay, the part-time situation. The part-time situation in Bangladesh, in the UK, is getting improved now. International students who are coming for student visa, they're getting 20 hours work right during the term time, and during the holiday period, you're allowed to work more than 20 hours, depending on the circumstances. Am I right, Hamid Bhai?
Yeah. What about the part-time jobs for students that in the COVID situation in UK? Okay, so just to let you know, UK has been on a lockdown. It's been in complete lockdown, and no one, even myself, everyone's been working from home for the last 2 to 3 months, just so that. And one thing about UK is everyone follows by the guidance. So if you stay home, you are looking after the COVID situation. We're not going out. So we've all been working from home for the past 3 months nearly now. What does that mean? That basically meant the virus has cut down. Whoever had virus was able to go to the hospital, get treated. Obviously, elderly people were the vulnerable ones, which was unfortunate that they were not able to get the result they wanted. But generally, people from the age category between the age of 20, from the age of 15 to all the way to 35, generally they are not the vulnerable people. If they are ill, generally your body fights it and you're okay. So whichever part of the world you're in, it's okay. It's the elderly people that are getting affected the most. So just going back to your question about what happens with the part-time job because of the lockdown situation. Yes, if you were to be in UK now, it would have been very difficult. But because the lockdown has been lifted now, people are going back to the office. We are going back to the office from Monday next week. Agents, colleagues have already started the offices. Our shops have opened up from 15th of June. All the retail shops, such as clothes, they've all opened up. So if you were to look for a job within that sector here, you'll be able to work. Our retailers have all opened up, which is great. You could apply for jobs in retails. Our supermarkets have always been open. So again, you can apply for a job in the supermarket. And our restaurants are opening up from 4th of July. So again, you'll be able to apply for jobs in restaurants as well. So everything is opening up. So before you come to UK by September, by 4th of July, we will be back to normal. As you could see, my hair is growing. I have not been to the hairdressers, but this is also opening up 4th of July. So I would also get myself a haircut 4th of July. So yeah, things are opening up. It's looking very optimistic. I was myself, I was very scared to go out in the month of February and March. I started to go out in the month of April and May and June, and I'm still going out now. And that's because every day the rates have dissolved and it's coming to an area where it's nearly going to be zero. So I am not scared anymore. And I think if I'm not, I was one of the biggest scaredy person to go out. And if I'm not scared, I think everyone out there who wasn't scared would never be scared. So I'm very confident going out. I could go to shop. I don't wear a mask anymore. I feel safe. And I think people are in UK are with very precautions. We're trying to stay away from people if we need to. So avoid that. If you are scared, keep to the 2-meter restriction. You don't need to be in areas where you don't need to be in. Our university is very COVID compliant, so you have the 2-meter restriction. But it looks like the 2-meter restriction is going to be lifted very soon because the death rate is coming to a minimum. I hope that answers your question, Rashmi.
Yes, Rashmika, I think you sent several questions by this time that what about the classes? You already paid the fees. What about the situation? If you already paid the fees, we're gonna help you for your class letters. Okay. So after the session, one of our team will communicate with you and start preparing you for the class letters. In terms of the classes, we are fully optimistic that the class is going to be face to face. And in case any worst case scenario, it will be blended learning. So few classes will be online and rest of the classes will be face to face. Now we have started receiving messages in our Facebook messengers. One of the students asked that he has done 3 years degree from Bangladesh. Is there any options for her? So Hamid bhai, this student has done a 3 years. I think it is a maybe BCom qualification, 3 years.
Yeah, no, if you complete your degree in 3 years, great. But generally in Bangladesh, you need 4-year bachelor's to be qualified for a master's. So if you haven't done a 4-year bachelor's, most likely you are going to be rejected unless you are from Bua University. What I would recommend is you may be able to apply for extended master's. Try your luck with them, extended master, and we'll try to see if we will get you accepted onto that one.
Okay, viewers, as Hamid bhai explained that if it is a 3 years degree that you have done, we can say that you'll be rejected for the direct masters. We can apply for you the pre-masters along with the master, which is called extended masters course by QA under Northern Bay University and also Ulster University. So send your full documents to us. We can have a look and get back to you as soon as possible. Another question was asking, is there any students without IELTS options from Bangladesh? Hamid bhai, are you accepting any students who hasn't done any in IELTS yet, but based on their previous qualification, are you giving English exemption for them, for Bangladeshi students?
Are we getting any students from Bangladesh who have not done IELTS?
Yes, the student is asking, he's done his bachelor degree recently. He is asking whether he will get English exemptions based on his previous qualification.
Okay, so if you are from Bangladesh and if you have done a degree which is within the last 3 years, and if you have got yourself a English on your HSC which is above 55%, Ulster University would waive off your IELTS. So Ulster University, you could apply for Ulster University for a master course. They would waive your IELTS if you have 55% on your English, plus your degree was done within the last 3 years. Okay,
Rashid, you get the answer. So if you have done 3 years, if you have done your bachelor degree recently, and you have done if you have more than 55% in your higher secondary English, it is likely that you can apply for Ulster University courses. The English will be exempted for that. Viewers, we are nearly finishing our session, so feel free to send your questions as soon as possible. We're gonna discuss about it. And so Hamid bhai, let's have a short discussion and finish the session quickly. And so apart from the overall situation, what do you say our students who want to come from South Asian market? Like, what is the overall your closing speech in terms of the existing situation?
So I've said a few times here. If you were to ask me a question about how the situation was back in February, I would not have been optimistic. But now that we have come a bit more closer to where we are now, we're in the month of middle of June. I vouch for face-to-face classes to happen because I've seen this surrounding around. I would not have said that a month ago or 2 months ago. But face-to-face classes should resume. We're in a summer situation now. Generally, summer is a place where people have less flu, people are not ill at all. So the COVID situation would be out the window within the next week or two. If you have applied, great opportunity for you guys to join us in September. I would recommend you guys, all of you guys, whoever has joined this session here, to join us in September. I don't want you guys to be disadvantaged in our January intake where we have not got enough space. There will be an influx of application coming in January because a lot of students would want to come in January. So there will be influx of that one. So if you have made the application in September, carry on with the H&H, make a deposit payment. That would only secure you your guaranteed space. If you haven't made a payment and just got conditional, that does not mean anything yet. You need to get yourself unconditional and you need to make your deposit payment. That will secure your position. So unfortunately, whoever is holding a conditional, you are not guaranteed a placement yet until your deposit payment is made. I would urge you guys, if you guys think you guys are going to pass your English or you are going to do your English or you have passed your English, start getting in touch with H&H and start booking your English test or start booking your Skype test with us, and we'll be able to then progress you on, and then you can make your deposit payment. As soon as you made your deposit payment, we moved into the final stage, which is a precast interview and getting your bank statement approved, as well as your TB test. If you were to get your TB test done, we would be able to issue you a CAS. So good luck, everyone who's been here. If you guys have any more questions after this session, I'm more than happy to answer. I hope to see all of you guys here in UK very soon within any of these 4 universities that we are representing. So good luck to you guys, and thank you all for listening. And thank you very much, everyone.
Okay, thank you very much, Hamid bhai, for joining our sessions today. So hopefully we're gonna see you soon in any of our next sessions in coming future. So viewers, we are nearly about to finish our sessions. At the end of the session, if you want to send any more questions, we are happy to answer it. And we have our email address on top of the screen. Also, our WhatsApp number is open. You can also message us in our Facebook messengers. And so as Hamid bhai mentioned, that we are very optimistic for September sessions. The students who already applied, you can start paying your fees, and we're gonna prepare you for the precast interview and also the cast letters. The students who are still thinking about making applications, we are requesting them to send your full qualifications, send the applications, make ready for the September session. We are very optimistic the September session is going to run. Hopefully we'll have a successful session as well. And after the session, if students who still was not being able to attend these sessions, you can go through our respective Facebook pages. We have H&H Global Bangladesh, H&H Global Pakistan, H&H Global India, and H&H Global Worldwide page. You can go through there and start sending the applications. I thank you, Hamid bhai, for attending our sessions today. And I hope...
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot, bye. Take care.
Okay, thank you, bye. Good luck, everyone. Any questions, please, even though we are getting off this live session, please email it through via Facebook, email, you name it. We will still carry on answering your questions. Look forward to seeing you guys soon. Thank you. Thanks, bye.
Take care, bye. So viewers, we are actually finishing our sessions today. And if you have any more questions in your mind, but you were not being able to ask it during the session, you are feel free to email us. Also in our messenger, you can message us in WhatsApp as well, whichever way is convenient for you. Our live session is going to an end soon. Hopefully we're gonna we're gonna answer. We're gonna come another live session. I think we received another questions from one of the students, Rashmika. He's asking about the more scholarship. Rashmika, one of our Indian team will contact you and also guide you through the scholarship options available for you. Okay, so viewers, we'll see you soon in our next live session, which will be next week. We will get in touch with you soon regarding that date and time. Take care. Bye.